Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the collaborations that we're getting in NGS, and mainly we're going to be focusing on the May collaboration. So not the Kenshin one that comes out in April, but the next one. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is today is PSO2 Day, so make sure that you actually go to get campaign items over here, receive item account, and you're going to see right here, PSO2 Day, we do get 50 star gems as well as 2 special scratch tickets, so make sure to pick that up. We also get once a month special login gifts. Remember, this is a monthly thing. Every single month you are going to get this. We get material storage 15 days as well as 5 end color change passes, so you pick that up as well. Now, another thing that is also updated since it is the beginning of the month is of course our Genesis Point shop. So make sure to go to exchange Genesis Points over here and you can purchase everything here once more. So let's just do that really quick. We can simply just go like this. And wha-bam, we get a bunch of different capsules as well as different materials. So we can throw those into my material storage. We can eat another material storage to refresh that, put these away into my default storage, and all these minerals again into my material storage. So make sure just to buy out her shop since you probably have a ton of Genesis points and you might as well spend them all. But now with all of that out of the way, the next thing we need to talk about is of course the next collaboration. So the first thing I want to showcase over here is of course the roadmap for the first half of 2024, and the main ones we're going to be looking at is going to be in April and May over here. So anime based on shonen manga, we already know that this is the Kenshin collaboration from the previous NGS headline. However, what they also showed, but not in the NGS headline, but in the Atelier headline, they actually showed off what the games from other companies' collaboration is. So as you can see over here, there is the Atelier 3 as well as the remake NGS. Now this slide obviously was not shown in the NGS headline, however, it was shown on the Atelier headline, and that is why we know that the next collaboration is going to be Atelier Ryza. So with that said, I just want to let everyone know that Sega has all of these collaborations pre-planned and signed, and everything's all set and ready to go months in advance. So, you know, we had the Niji Sanji, of course, there was the whole Niji Sanji drama. We have the Kenshin collaboration, and I know some people, you know, there's some problems, some more drama around Kenshin as well. And so I just want to let people know that, hey, Sega already signed all of these things months in advance. We probably already have the science fiction anime and the anime based on a light novel. These two collaborations are probably already done as well. Like they're already signed, all the contracts are done, and they're just working on the assets. I'm pretty sure that is exactly what's going on right now. But, you know, just letting you guys know that, hey, these collaborations are signed way in advance. So there isn't really any chance of any changes or any cancellations or anything along those lines, because all of these collaborations are signed way in advance and everything is in the works already. And you know the Sega team, they do take an awfully long time to make content and make assets and make, you know, just cosmetic items. So they do need to spend a lot more time on the collaborations as well, since the collaborations do have specific rules. For those who may be a little bit confused on what rules they need to follow, a good example is the HoloLive collaboration. Most of the outfits there were all set wears, and the reason for this was because HoloLive didn't want people to mess around with the outfits and make abominations or whatever that might reflect poorly on HoloLive. And so there are certain rules and conditions that Sega has to kind of agree to before they can work with other companies based on whatever the contract says. So that is why they need to sign way in advance so that the artists as well as the team have enough time to meet all the criteria as well as make both parties happy so that they get the green light and then they can release the collaborations. Now back to the collaboration that is coming out in April, that is the Atelier Ryza. I don't really know much about this game other than it's an alchemy game and you play as an alchemist. This is the main character, and the only thing I know about this main character is she has very thick thighs. That's literally all I know about this game. But nevertheless, looking at the character designs over here, I am pretty excited. I do like this. I think she looks like a priest. I do like her design over here. I do like the main character's design. And of course, I do like this type 1 or these male designs over here as well. I do hope that we get this super crazy armor, buff looking guy. He kind of looks like he would use a great sword. Again, I have not played this game before, but I do like the character designs, and I know when this game first originally came out, there were a ton of fan arts of this girl right here and her super thick thighs. Now, with all of that out of the way, the last thing I want to remind everyone is, since today is PSO2 Day, it is a very good time to farm, especially in the Kavaris region. As you can see, there is currently a 250% rare drop rate boost, as well as a 50% EXP boost going on right now, because we do have the 150% boost normally for the Kavaris region for the next 2 weeks, and then we have the 100% from PSO2 Day. So if you do want to play NGS today, I highly recommend farming in the Crimson Realm, in the Gorge area, the limited time quest. Unfortunately, the limited time quest doesn't give you that big of a boost. As you can see over here, you only get the 100% rare drop rate as well as 50% EXP earned instead of 250%, because remember, the 250% only applies to Kavaris. But nevertheless, you know, there's still quite a good incentive to farm all of these things. Now, something that I wouldn't really farm for would be the dual quest, because a dual quest over here, even though you get this extra rare drop rate, it doesn't really drop anything useful. Like, it's not going to give you more of the Fusia capsules just because you have more rare drop rate. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. So main thing I'm going to be farming, or main thing that I recommend people to farm, is going to be Crimson Realm if you still need to kill starless enemies, and you know, well, it's just PSE bursting, relatively simple, or the Gorge area. The Gorge area simply because you're killing the Gigantics or the Recon Gigantics, and then you're also killing the ancient enemies as well as the veteran enemies. Honestly, I feel like you'll get more value farming in the Gorge area, but of course it depends on the ship and the player base and see how many people are actually farming. Let us go just take a quick look at the Gorge area on ship 2 and see how things are going here. And if we look here, there are 2 full rooms of the Gorge already. As you can see, this one's 30 out of 32, and the room that I'm currently in is also 30 out of 32. Remember, those are 2 separate rooms, so this is pretty nice that there are a ton of active players right now farming the Gorge area, because personally I think that's the most worth it right now with this 250% rare drop rate. You pop 100% booster for an hour, you farm there, and then you get a bunch of goodies.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.